Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Thursday, May 21st. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. I don't know about you, but for me, the springtime means refresh and clean out the house and bring new things in. If that's something that you love to do, today's show is just for you. We have an update from United with director Anthony Liberatore, and they've got all things about updating your manor. So we look forward to getting all of the updated information from United. Also, folks, Memorial Day in the Village will be observed on Monday, May 25th. That is right around the corner as we pause to honor the men and women who gave their lives in service to this country. Transportation will operate on a holiday demand response schedule only with no fixed route service. Plan a Ride will run from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Boost Lift service will be available during early morning and evening hours. Trash and recycling pickup will be delayed by one day that week, including bulky item collection. Contractor hours will be from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. with quiet work only from 7 to 8 a.m. You can check the Memorial Day schedule PDF for additional facility and service hours. So take down all those notes so you can plan your day accordingly. We're looking at a beautiful stretch of late spring weather here in Laguna Woods Village with sunshine sticking around right through the weekend just as soon as that morning haze burns off. Today will be the warmest day, topping out at 76 degrees with a little, as I said, haze in the air before temperatures ease back into the low 70s Friday through Saturday. Sunday, under mostly sunny skies, we're dropping down to 71 before we hit a low of 68 on Sunday. So we're still kind of all over the board in this springtime stretch. Sunrise this morning was at 5:46 a.m. Sunset will be at 7:49 p.m. What a darling little face. Look at that little cutie. This is a white-chin thistletail in Ecuador, sent in to us by Cynthia Case. Thank you, Cynthia. How big was your Zoom, or were you that close? Tell us the truth. Send us your pictures, folks. Email those to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Please send us your name, where the photo was taken from, and in that horizontal format, please. We've got 3 meetings to tell you about before we head on over to the break.
If you have hearing loss, background noise can steal the moment. At Advanced Ear Care, we're introducing Audibel Aris, a tiny AI-powered device that performs real-time situational analysis, so speech comes through clearer, while noise fades to the background. And here's the best part, our field trial. Wear them where you struggle the most, like restaurants, family gatherings, or the car, and hear the difference. Call us today for your fitting. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
I'm Dr. Peter Abbas. For over 20 years, I've been helping families keep their smiles healthy and bright. 10 years right here in Laguna Woods. At our family-owned practice, we do it all. Preventative care, digital dentistry, and full smile makeovers. With a team you know and trust. Conveniently located at the Taj Mahal Medical Center with shuttle access for our Laguna Woods neighbors. Come experience complete care, old-fashioned service, and state-of-the-art dentistry that feels like home.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch, and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Here to give us a United Laguna Woods Mutual update, I welcome Anthony Liberatore to the show. Hello, Anthony.
Hello, thank you. My name is a mouthful, isn't it?
I love it. You were just telling me that it's Italian with the E on the end.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How long have you been putting this this slide deck together? This is something that is.
I started last month, and as one of my volunteer jobs as a director for United was the Architectural Control and Standards Committee.
Okay.
So I thought we could help some people get through this process and make it pleasant
Right.
for them. So
Because
I
it should
decided
be, right?
Yes, and it can be.
Yeah.
It can be, because we want them to help us help them be successful. And
Sure.
this is what this is all about.
Because otherwise, it could be a stressful situation if you
especially
get
if
off
you
course a little bit.
You get my age when you think you know everything, you can get in a lot of trouble. So we're here to help you get through it.
Okay. Well, let's start off by updating and personalizing your manor.
Yeah, okay. So, and should start with the village website. Now, my wife uses an iPhone. I can't stand that because it's too small.
Okay.
So on my computer, I go on to lagunawoodsvillage.com. And when you get on there, you go over, up on the top, on the right-hand side, you'll see calendars, and next to calendars is something called documents. And so you want to click on that, and then select governance documents. Now, the computer wants to know who you are. You want to make sure you're not Joe Blow from Kokomo. So if you don't have an account, you put in an ID number, an ID, and your password. And then when you click on that, you want to go down to governing documents. And under documents, you'll see choose Laguna Woods Village Mutual. Now, look at that tree up in the right-hand corner when you get down there. That's the easy way. Or you can read United, but that tree symbolizes life. That's what you want to click on, and it'll open up. And when you open up the rules, when you open up there, you're going to see, go down there until you see the central location called operating rules. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of yellow banners there. You see operating rules, go all the way over to the right, and you'll see like a plus sign. Click on that. And that opens up a whole menu of things. And the main items on that are, first, 44 architectural control standards. Those standards tell you about what you have to do about if you want to put a walkway in, if you want to put something over your balcony, anything that you would want to do to enhance your manor, or all the instructions that you click on that, open it up, and it tells you everything you need to know. It also has other information on there. It has information about, there's a track map. So, when you're having your coffee, click on it, and then you can see where you're at on the track map. And it has also information about if you want to bring in a pod or a dumpster, the rules for having the dumpster, and all that, what's required. There's also, you can click on there, and there's a whole list of fees for what you want to do. And everything you need to know, or any questions, can be answered. But if you just take your time and scroll through that, there's all kinds of different things that would answer any questions you have.
Now, Anthony, if they had something outside of the 44 established standards, wasn't listed there, they have an idea about what they want to do, who do they contact?
What they do is come to resident services, and you'll see a kiosk there, and one of our concierge will help you manipulate that if you're not familiar with it, and come in, and then they'll direct you to one of the resident services people who will help you do that, answer questions that you have that may not be on the standards. But you'll find most of what people want to do, you'll find on those standards. And this is also an attempt to, if you trying to help you help yourself, so that when you come into resident services to get approval for your alteration, if you want, that you're all set to go. No stress, and it'll be a very good positive experience for you. And you'll come out feeling like a pro.
Right, yeah. And you'll go into it, residents will go into it with clarity, right? Instead
yes,
of trying to guess along the way.
Exactly. Well, if you take your time and go through the 44 standards and all the other things we offer you on the website and pay attention to that and studied it, when you come to resident services, you'll be prepared, and our concierge people there will be able to help you walk through it, because you'll have everything they need, it'll be approved, and you'll be ready to go. But one thing, from my experience here, if you have a contractor, if it's your brother-in-law or your sister-in-law, get a contract, and you'll stay friends.
Yes. That is very important.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
It really, because you don't know what you're going. You think you know what you're going to do until you start doing it, and other things pop up. So if you have it written down, you'll stay friends.
Right. And also too, you have an idea about what you want, and then you bring somebody in, they have an idea about your idea that you want, and it's probably two conflicting, interlocking information that they're like, well, I thought you meant this, and I thought you meant that, and
you're so right. It happens all the time.
It could just be,
you're so right. So
a point of friction.
Right, and so if you're thinking about it, use this prop that we give you to help you arrange that, and you can get all those things resolved over a cup of coffee or a glass of Merlot, whatever.
Merlot might be safer.
Yeah. And vino veritatem, in wine there's truth.
Exactly. All right, so we like the standards that are listed out there and the helpful tools. What about policies?
Well, first of all, just believe me, go to that website and you'll get a good start, a good feel for what you're going to get involved in.
Okay.
And then
All right.
What else are we going to do?
Well, we're going to talk about policies and procedures.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's the same. On that website, it gives you policies and procedures and what's expected of you. And of course, the most important thing there is you're going to want to know the list of fees that's on there also. And it'll tell you if you're going to bring a pod in or one of those dumpsters, what the rules are, how much time you have to leave it on the street, what else is involved, and that's so important, because now I see a lot of people bringing these pods in, putting them outside there. So to keep the attractiveness of our housing stock and our appeal to the public, the co-op has these sort of rules and parameters to keep the value of our property up, keep it appealing looking. And so we have these, we have to address these issues that pop up from time to time. And also, when a manor is unoccupied, because we have snowbirds, we also, to keep the value of our houses up, United wants to be able to go into these unoccupied manors to look for mold,
Right.
some kind of intrusion of mice or rats or whatever, make sure there's no water leaks, and it would affect not only the housing stock, but your neighbors.
Exactly.
So we protect you and your manor value by telling people, look, if you're going to be away for 6 or 7 months, we might want to go in and inspect that place.
Right. Exactly. So why does this all matter?
Well, first of all, again, I hate to overstress this, if you take your time and do some planning, go through our our website there, it's going to take a whole lot of stress out of your life. And you'll feel like you're on top of the world when you get done. And it also, when you come to resident services with your plans, there won't be, it'll avoid delays and other issues that may crop up because you're there, you're ready, you've paid attention, you're organized, and you come there, and it's going to be so much less aggravating and no stress. And
reduce the delays, right?
oh yeah, reduce delays, and you'll be within the standards and acceptable, and it's going to be, it'll be a pleasant experience and not a nightmare, you know.
Yeah.
So take your time, ask questions, you know, and it's going to be, we're trying to make it as painless and as stressless as possible.
Sure, of course. So what's necessary in taking the first steps, Anthony?
Well, first of all, again, push the website. Go on the website with your significant other. And my wife doesn't like that word, significant other. It's my wife, you know. And go through it and talk and plan. And that's the most important thing, to do that. All the questions you might have, fees, these little pods that you put in front of your house, how to do a walkway, how to do a canopy over your balcony, any kind of question you may want to have to what you want to do. If you need a permit. Now, we used to use the word permit here, but we were confusing people because when you're doing something that involves electricity or water, you're going to need a Laguna Woods Village permit. But we use the word for you're doing something that doesn't involve that, we use the word consent.
Okay.
So you may need, you'll get a consent from us, and then we'll tell you, well, you have to go to Laguna Woods Village to get a permit. So that's where you want to get started. And then you review the standards, and then there's something really coming up that's really good. There's a really good visual thing coming up, and that's called the Manor Alterations Town Hall for members, contractors, and realtors. And again, contractors, understand your contract. Understand what you agree to and what the contractor stipulates he or she has agreed to.
And Anthony, correct me if I'm wrong, but do I recall that there's a list of approved contractors to work in the village?
There is a list. I'm not up on that, but there is a list, and we will. And if you have any questions about that, again, you can find that out from our resident services.
Okay.
You know, because the important thing is understanding the contract too, what they're responsible for and what you're responsible for. And a lot of people like to use the brother-in-law or the sister-in-law, so you know, make sure you have some kind of an agreement to protect yourself, because it's your home, it's your investment.
Yes, which can go sideways very quickly, because I've seen that happen.
Yeah, it does.
Unfortunately.
And again, what we're trying to do is make this as stressless as possible. And so we want that to happen, because when it comes down to getting things done, it's be you and the contractor, you know.
And the faster you can get in, the faster you can get out if you do everything by the rules, right?
Yeah, well, it is. We designed this to help you get through the process, painless.
Right.
You know, that's what we're trying to do. And again, you should, if you've got time, to attend this town hall that we're having in Clubhouse 5 on June 19th, Friday.
Okay.
And it goes from 9 to 12. And if you are not familiar with Clubhouse 5, it's 24262 Punto Alto. And Clubhouse, and the topic is a faster mutual consent process. And everything will be there. The contractors, you can talk, you can ask questions if you're not sure of yourself.
Great place to meet contractors.
It really is.
Right.
And the whole process, when you start, will get you really going if you take your time and go through our standards on that website. And you can't go wrong if you go on there where to go. But also, if you're feeling a little, want to know more, come to this town hall
That's a
in
great
Clubhouse
first
5.
step.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think people will really walk away with a better understanding about how to proceed. Again, probably meeting some contractors, because that's one of the hardest parts also. Following the rules is one thing, having that step-by-step guide, but having the right contractor and the right help on those projects is really going to make it a lot more pleasant.
It is, exactly, because once you get a permit, then you have to go, if you have your contractor and you trust him, and it's good, or her, whatever, then you can go forward. But that is the thing. We get you down to the point where it's you and your contractor.
Right. Fantastic. Well, Anthony, thank you so much for joining us today. And folks, just as a recap, that Manor Alteration Town Hall is Friday, June 19th, 9 a.m. to noon, Clubhouse 5. So if you're interested in any type of upgrades, attend that town hall. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you very much.
You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.
Discover Canyon Spirit, the new rail journey from the creators of Rocky Mountaineer, built on decades of world-class hospitality. See the Southwest like never before. Travel only by day and enjoy panoramic glass dome views that showcase the region's most unforgettable vistas. Relax in premium comfort. Savor regionally inspired cuisine. And let the onboard hosts bring every mile to life. Seats are limited. Book your Canyon Spirit adventure now with AAA Laguna Hills.
At City of Hope, we're not just keeping pace with the latest in cancer research, we're leading the way. More than 2,000 cancer experts working as one to better every breakthrough, accelerate every innovation. With the most cancer-focused clinical trials in California, we're transforming discoveries into treatments at unprecedented speed. Because your future can't wait. And at City of Hope, it doesn't have to.
Welcome to Manor Alterations. Planning a home improvement project? Here are answers to some common questions. Before beginning any project, please contact Manor Alterations for guidance. All projects require mutual approval, so be sure to submit a mutual consent application prior to starting any work. Work may begin only after all required approvals have been received. A mutual consent is the mutual's approval for alterations to your manor. It confirms that the project complies with mutual standards and community rules. Many types of alterations require mutual consent approval. Examples include air conditioning installation, window or door replacement, carport storage cabinets, kitchen or bathroom remodels. Visit the Manor Alterations office with your contractor. Download forms on our website or request documents by phone or email. Additional documents may include existing and proposed floor plans, site plans or construction drawings, product specifications or engineering documents. Your contractor can assist you in preparing the required documents. Remember, the full scope of work in the application must match the plans. A building permit is an official document required by the City of Laguna Woods Building Department to verify that all requested changes conform with the current California building codes. You may hire a contractor of your choice. All contractors and subcontractors must be properly licensed and insured. A certificate of liability insurance, COLI, is required. Work valued at $1,000 or less may be performed by a handyman. A certificate of liability insurance is still required. Questions? The Manor Alterations team is here to help.
Your eyes let you see the world, every smile, every sunset, every moment.
At Harvard Eye Associates, our team of specialists is here to protect your vision.
From cataracts and glaucoma to retina and cornea care, we offer the latest treatments with a compassionate touch.
For over 50 years, you've trusted us with your eyes. We're honored to care for them for years to come.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. I hope you're inspired to do some renovations on your manor. Unfortunately, there will be no This Day on Monday, May 25th, as we observe Memorial Day, but instead we've got 3 movies for you starting at 8:30 a.m. We've got Elvis Presley, Wild in the Country. Next is at 12 p.m., Tom Hanks, News of the World, and to round out the day, we've got California's Gold at 5 p.m. So again, no This Day on Monday, Memorial Day. On this Friday and Saturday, though, we do have more movies for you for your viewing enjoyment. Royal O'Shea, a spirited new resident at a home for the disabled, quickly changes the atmosphere around him, especially through an unlikely friendship with a young man with cerebral palsy. As the two grow closer, they push boundaries, discover independence, and experience life beyond the walls of the facility. This is sponsored by City of Hope. It's shown at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without. And then Saturday, we've got another great movie lined up for you, Same Kind of Different as Me. This is starring Renee Zellweger. It's about an international art dealer whose name is Ron Hall. He must befriend a dangerous homeless man in order to save his struggling marriage to his wife, a woman whose dreams will lead all 3 of them on the journey of their lives. It's brought to us by Pacific Financial Planners. Again, shown at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without. I've seen this movie. I highly recommend it. It's great. Let's take another quick look at our 5-day forecast, folks. Today's going to be the warmest day through the next 5 as we move down, decrease in temperatures, reaching Monday. We're down to 68, so look at that almost 10-degree swing there. It's going to be mostly pleasant, though, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so through the weekend we've got some highs in the low 70s, so all in all, still a great, beautiful spring week for us. Tomorrow on This Day, we've got AAA Travel and Canyon Spirit, along with our very own Sports Corner. So we look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. That's going to do it for this episode of This Day. From all of us here, we wish yours a beautiful one.